I am a leader, I am a strategist, I am a scholar, and I am a destroyer. For untold thousands of years, I have walked the world in search of bloodshed, for coin, power, and the thrill of violence and cruelty. As king of Lagash, I fed the defenders of Umma to the vultures. I built a great pyramid for the god king of Kemet. I flooded the streets of Troy with the blood of King Priam's subjects, and I razed the grand city of Hattusa, casting its kings into the rubbish heap of history. I bathed the lands east of the Indus in the blood of the Kauravas. For Assyria, I sacked Egypt and abducted its gods. I dragged the people of Israel in chains because I felt cruel, and then helped them return because I felt generous. I sat under the Bodhi trees with Prince Gautama. I exploited the internal strife of Zhao and conversed with Kongzi and his peers. I left my mark in Tenochtitlan, constructing great stone heads in my likeness and teaching them the joy of blood sports. I filled chests of gold, selling my sword to the endlessly warring Poli of Hellas. I marched with Alexander and won great battles as his companion, and then dragged the lands he had conquered back to the reign of Chandragupta. I served Baichi, the human butcher, and witnessed him bury the hordes of Zhao alive. I sacrificed men to Jupiter to fill Rome with the resolve to resist and defeat the terrible Hannibal. I witnessed the meteoric rise of the greatest empire, sometimes as its enemy, others as its ally. I met the great warrior queens of Lac Viet. I chronicled the trials and tribulations of the three kingdoms. I saw that greatest empire fray at the seams, only to knit itself together under the golden visage of Aurelian, devotee of the indomitable sun. I saw the greatest empire enslave its own people to prolong its life, and cling to the word of God as its grasp upon the world slipped away. As a destroyer and pillager, I reminded them that no divine providence could protect them from steel and cruelty. I witnessed the kings east of the Indus impose on their subjects a divine duty, telling them that the gods had decided how they would spend their lives before they were even born. I watched the people of Zhonghua devour themselves again, leaving a permanent mark in their very soul. I tested the greatest empire's fate as I handed them their greatest defeats as the commander of the acolytes of Mecca, and watched them with interest as they overcame my challenges and came together stronger. The old lands of the greatest empire were now split in two, and I was eager to fight for both as my whims decided. I marched with conquerors like Ivar, Knut, Basil, Rurik, and Carolus Magnus. I saw Christendom and the Umma climb over mountains of bodies in search of their identities. I slew Thorfinn's companion with an arrow, driving him away from the world across the sea. I played Christendom and the Umma against each other, taking their precious relics for my collection. I traveled the eastern seas, exploring the bejeweled islands and meeting their hopeful settlers. Then, once the world had descended into enough chaos, I descended to harvest the fruits of mankind's labor, riding with Temujin and Hulegu and trampling the world under my steeds' hooves, taking their riches and leaving them with desolation and nightmares for years to come. And I watched with glee as the greatest empire that had caused me so much grief in the past died a painful death. I helped humans build terrible weapons of iron, lead, and black powder, and watched with mild interest as these inventions brought endless death to all lands walked by men. I saw them argue over books, thrones, and ways of life, and come to lethal blows when they could not agree. I saw the kings of Iberia lay claim to the world for God and for shining gold and silver, and the empire of Nippon cloister itself in the cacophony of battle cries. Then humanity at last began to change and question tradition, question whether it was worth acceding to the demands of their long-gone ancestors. I conversed with their greatest minds, who imagined mankind becoming something much more, something more free and prosperous. And I was amazed when through that drive for freedom, the greatest empire began again. All the while, I continued to take lives, ripping out the hearts and heads of foes at Delhi, Blenheim, Poltava, Zorndorf, Fontenoy, Assaye, and Yorktown. I watched Europe be bathed in blood as a man of France they called the new Kaiser put his enemies to the sword until he and his men gave out. It had been thousands of years, and still humanity was not eager for peace. The world was ignited by revolutions, and disagreements over thought, borders, new machines, associations of merchants, and souls ended in carnage again and again. The so-called brother of the Christ brought Zhonghua to its knees. Nippon rose to become a great empire. Great heroes fought to free slaves and serfs of their chains. The new greatest empire called America declared themselves the strongest, and the mighty powers of the West divided the lesser polities among themselves. And all the while, the eternal war between kings and priests began to give way to a new war between peasants, workers, and owners. For all my machinations and conquests across history, humanity fell out of my control, and they fell upon each other like frenzied beasts in two wars to end all wars. They killed and killed again until they could kill no more, and I killed along with them, and directed their commanders how to kill even more. And at last, I grew wary. I remembered how an ancient power had given me a mission to save humanity, or at the least forestall their destruction. But now, first I wondered, could humanity be saved? And then, I wondered if they were worth saving. For all my life, I knew nothing but bloodshed. My body is now covered in scars inside and out, and my dreams are haunted by the cries of the people I've butchered. I was addicted to violence, and now the time had come for me to withdraw. Sometimes I would relapse, fighting not as a general but as a soldier. But most of the time, I sat and waited, meditated. The powers that be ravage the planet they live on and pit the weak against each other. Rich, old men commit the vilest deeds in plain daylight. Men, women, boys, and girls grow weak, feeble, and hopeless, with no will to forestall their own destruction. You will not heed my warnings. You are too proud for that. So instead of telling you of the future, I will instead tell you of the past, of the mistakes your ancestors made so that you may not repeat them, of the worst of your predecessors so you may not become like them, but also the greatest of your heroes and the greatest triumphs of your race itself, so that maybe you can strive for greatness once again. My name is Zosimus Tarkus, and the time has come for me to lay down my arms and teach the youths of this world about the people I have met, the lessons I've learned, and the civilizations I have seen rise and fall. Welcome, creatures of all ages! There are no pacts between autists and normies. I was actually going to do a little a skit where I had a Shikanoko head on my over my head, and then pull it off and say, "Now you know who you're fighting," but I forgot. Anyways, let me see if I can. Yeah, we are currently playing as a minor faction in Total War Pharaoh, the Pharaoh Dynasties. We are playing as Achilles, specifically a faction called Auchilles. So I do not actually have any in previous streams I would actually talk about the history behind the thing I was doing, but I don't really do that anymore for streams, largely because not that many people actually come, so I actually prefer to just stream things that I would normally do anyways.
For sure.
So and usually I reserve lore and history streams for what's the word? I reserve lore and history streams for other games, not for shorts.
We'll stay here a while.
So I'm doing so yeah, we are currently playing as Achilles because we are getting footage for we are getting battle footage for my upcoming short on Piamaradu on the Bronze Age and the inspiration behind the Trojan War.
I am a legend.
Piamaradu being, for anyone who didn't actually come to my previous Troy stream, raider, Piamaradu being a raider who terrorized the western lands of the Hittite Empire and its client states, and near the location of real-life Troy or Wilusa. And there are several figures in the Trojan War he might have been inspired by, one of whom is Achilles. Given that, I was just thinking, I was just thinking of something.
Let's make
Let's
war.
give this guy a bow. A sniping bow, alright. This no unit remains hidden while firing. Very nice.
Who's looking for a fight? Secure the perimeter.
So I was just thinking, one of my,
My reputation
wait,
endures.
Precious. Who's he again?
I can hardly wait.
So as I was saying, I regularly position myself as a alien warlord and a master of bloody battle, but someone who would actually fit that more clearly is Tiberus, one of my streamer friends of Batshark VT, but he prefers to position himself as less of a soldier or a VTuber, more of a husband VTuber. He is for context, he is he actually is in the military. He is combat trained, while me, I am definitely intelligent. I'm definitely I'm a history nerd, but at the same time I am autistic and have ADHD. I have a bunch of mental illnesses, and I am overweight. I have a lot of belly fat. I mean, yes, I am.
Restoring honor.
I prefer not to toot my horn a lot, but I am pretty fit. I recently ran about 4 miles. Oh, that's a good deal. I recently ran 4 miles, which is more than what most can do, and I recently, I can do like up to 29 push-ups. Also pretty good. I'm fit, but I'm not exactly the best looking. I have a lot of belly fat. So the reason I have so much belly fat is because after I became an adult, after I got out of the hellhole that is Utah therapeutic boarding schools, I started taking antipsychotics and antidepressants, which resulted in me gaining an enormous appetite that resulted in me ballooning up. And losing fat is really difficult. Don't believe what anyone says when it says, oh, getting fit, building muscle, and becoming attractive is not that hard. Yes, it is. Especially for someone with, especially if you're mentally ill. Because, you know, I'm kind of a tree hugger in that I'm trying to eat a lot less meat these days. However, I am, less meat compared to Americans. However, meat is like, especially red meat, is like a medicine.
War makes the man.
It's like a natural antidepressant. Junk food in general, it makes you feel really good. It activates the reward system in your brain, like cocaine. And when you're constantly barraged by depression, like I am, when you're constantly triggered and you're constantly thinking about the negatives in life, then yeah, anything to like distract yourself from it really helps. So, all right,
Beyond compare.
Let's go to C.
No one shall slight me. Prepare. Do not anger me.
Right, I just trespassed. That's annoying.
Born for war.
I might have to go to war with Thrace eventually, so let's put
Battle call.
let's put some guys in a fortress. then
We can
let's
take them.
send them home. Anyways, what was I saying again? But yeah, losing fat is really difficult. Where, you know what people say, no pain, no gain is a myth? No, it really isn't. It isn't. You have to endure tremendous discomfort. I mean, people say discomfort isn't pain, but for people who, for people with ADHD, with autism, who are like super sensitive, yes, it is. It is what I would consider pain.
I live for battle.
So you have to endure discomfort and when you endure a lot of discomfort, you have to eat junk food, or at least I eat junk food in order to suppress my depression. It's a big uphill battle. I mean, it could be worse. I used to be 185 pounds. Actually, the highest I've ever gone is over 190, and right now I'm like 171.4 at 5'6". Yes, I'm a bit of a manlet, but my goal, my pipe dream sort of is 150 pounds, normal weight, but I'm trying definitely. I think a big gap towards losing weight, a big barrier at first was my night shift, which prevented me from having a consistent schedule. However, I am getting a new job, which is diurnal, which should allow me to get a new consistent schedule. So, which means I should be able to exercise and diet a lot more easily. Night shifts are terrible for dieting, especially if you have depression. So, you know, the future is always uncertain, but it's also long. Like when you're 30 like me, you have a long life ahead of you, and a lot of things can happen. To say the future is written in stone, it really never is. Like, people keep on saying, "Oh, the future looks like crap." And the future looks like crap. AI is going to replace everyone's jobs. Hold on a second. I wish I could see what this looks like. Where is the nearest place that produces bronze? Dolopaeus. What is this again? Pylos. Alright. How much time do I have to do this? 10. Let me just get Skyrus and... Yo, Elf! Thank you so much for coming! I was just rambling about my issues with fitness, and how much of an uphill battle it is. I was also talking about how Tiberius is actually someone who would actually fit the stereotype of a warlord more than me. But yeah, I was also saying that I'm hopeful about the future because of my new job. And I was just saying, the future is never actually written in stone. Like, thing is, people in the 1950s and 1960s thought by now we'd be colonizing space. And, you know, people keep saying, oh, we're going to be, AI is going to be taking everyone's jobs and humanity itself is going to be obsolete. That's what they said a long time ago, too. When does Blade Runner take place? I think Blade Runner actually is supposed to take place around now. Actually, no, Cyberpunk 2077, it's based on an RPG called Cyberpunk 2020, so they thought that the world of Cyberpunk was going to take place around this time.
I always win.
More than you right now. You've been there before. Good to help you if you are again. Help us if you are again. Goodness help you if you are again. I'm guessing you're talking about my fitness, and no, I have not fallen off completely yet, because getting back up is very difficult. I'm still sort of in routine, and like I said, the new job is gonna help me. But what I was saying is the future is rarely ever written in stone. In stone,
Unchallenged
and
in battle.
quite often precedent has a good
Ship
reason.
docked.
It's why I often say that people saying,
goddess
"Oh,
and
there's
a
no
king."
point in having children to take care of you when you're older because what
Good and ready.
because robots are going to be taking care of
Achilles
us."
the champion.
I work in AI. I work in the field of AI, and if there is eventually a period where robots where humanoid robots actively start replacing workers. Oh, Warlord of Renown. I think you have bigger things to worry about than me, because, there's. I can say for yourself, but as I was saying, the future is not written in stone. But there is some precedent. Like, news just hasn't gone into us primitives here on Earth. I'm not actually here to cause untold destruction. I'm here to warn you about the coming destruction. I'm not a prophet, but like I said, I know about historical precedent. Resource shortage. What do I need? Oh yeah, I need bronze. Bronze. Where do I get bronze?
Born
Italia.
for war. We can both behave like reasonable people.
Reasonable people.
Oh.
I am a legend.
I mean, the thing is, humanity is so young. I mean, human civilization has been around for 6,000 years.
Ready for
And
anything.
I think I'm one of the odd people out that thinks that it can last much longer in some form. Like, I believe I made a video a while back about the last time humanity got crazy hot. The world got crazy hot from climate change, which is like due to a series of volcanic eruptions right before the meteor hit. And life didn't die off. It got really rough for a while, but it got really rough for a while, but it didn't die off because genealogies. Wait, what? Settlement garrison. Can I actually? Well, this is annoying. I'm glad. I'm glad that Achilles didn't hop on. So I have 36. Oh yeah, for context, we're doing something called Path of the Marauders. We are not actually joining the Aegean Royal Court because Achilles does not feel like dealing with kings that don't fight, that deal with politics instead of taking the fight to the enemy. At least that's how he was in the movie, the Troy movie. Aswin slingers, Achaean slingers. What's the difference? Winnable. Winnable. The point is, I don't see why human civilization can't last another million years. We might be tribal for an ass ton of time, because we might be tribal for an ass ton of time, and we definitely won't look the same. Okay, you know what? Million years isn't bad, but if climate change brings us to the point where future colonization of development to the point of space colonization becomes difficult, the world can potentially heal within 1,000 years, and I don't see why we can't last another 1,000 years in some form or the other. Now, whether or not we actually don't just do it again. Don't do it again afterwards. That's a tough part. To say we're all screwed is disingenuous.
Let's show them how it's done.
Okay, let's build a shield wall right here.
Yes.
Kind of. What do we have? Islander swordsmen. We have renowned seafaring raiders.
We're invincible.
But what I'm saying is, there are definitely some things that are unprecedented, but but you can have historical precedents for some stuff. I guess that's why, you know, I'm not a reactionary. I don't think that, oh, people are becoming too liberal today, we need to all return to traditional values. It's just, I don't know, stories of heroic stories such as heroic stories of the American pioneers and heroic stories of the American pioneers and the and colonists and the, I don't know, the people who sailed across the world for various reasons, seeking fortune and settling and having families to populate an area. I guess you could call it romantic, but it's nice. Maybe because I'm autistic and I like repetition. I like things being consistent. But yeah.
Good.
You definitely get what I'm saying. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Lord of War.
What I was saying is, I believe it's not super political to talk about this, but people keep saying, oh, there's no point in having children because AI is just going to replace us all and is going to take care of us when we're older. That's what people said in the 60s, and that's what people said in the 60s, and they were wrong. They were wrong. Technology doesn't progress that fast. But you know, I also see other people saying, oh, we'll just pay people to take care of us when we're older, pay young people, other young people. Well, somebody has to give birth to those people, to those young people. Not having children is something called the tragedy of the commons, kind of like climate change, and ironically, where you don't have children, you're depending on others to have children.
Man of the waves.
Yeah, this is a good time to change the subject, yeah. I've somehow managed to not play Total War. It is a big learning curve. I'm not gonna lie. And here they come. Yeah, it is a big learning curve. Like, there are a lot of things like, I don't know, diplomacy. Like, diplomacy is actually really important because making alliances is actually surprisingly difficult. No, not just making alliances, but making them work for you. Like, making, like, coordinate. Like, the enemy cannot coordinate with each other. No, with each other. That's one of the... You're more hopeful than that. The world has been in a shit place before, like, the year 536, also known as the worst year to be alive in history, the year when the sun turned blue. People made it through then, they can make it through, and they can make it through now.
March. We don't have enough archers. The sea unites us.
So...
Death from afar!
I mean, uniquely, that's the funny thing about America. America dodged so many bullets. Like, I'm just gonna, like, we should have, considering what happened in the Gilded Age, considering what happened in the Gilded Age with, like, big strikes and children being put in coal mines, and the roots of modern communism being put in here. Like, I believe, what's his name, Karl Marx actually was a correspondent from the New York Times. We should have turned socialist a long time ago. We should have had a communist revolution a long time ago, but we managed to dodge it. We just kept on dodging it. Not because Americans are stubborn or Americans are entrepreneurial, because Americans are very good. This is something not everyone agrees with me on, but Americans historically have been very good at making compromises. Eventually, when push comes to shove, Americans are very good at agreeing to disagree. Yeah, obviously, Americans have so many guns that it's gotten used to dodging bullets, JK. So, every time we get close to a big right-wing or left-wing revolution, somebody comes around and helps us compromise.
No one can break us.
And that's why we're the strongest nation in the world, because we just keep on compromising. And that's why I love this country. Might have to look soon. It's okay, this is going to be a short stream because some friends of my family are coming over, and I don't want their voices to be in the stream. What are you doing? Come at me, bro! Come at me!
This mist is not helping.
Lethal at range! Masters of war!
So yeah, people like...
Men of the way.
So yeah, we didn't become the strongest country in the world for no reason at all. Just because.
Your hidden units stand revealed.
Foe sighted. Playing hide and seek, we win. We found the enemy. Reefs up. Split them out. Get from above.
All right, let's get the marksman in order.
Start marching.
Yes, I'm aware we are pretty fucked, but you know, the goal isn't to actually kill them all. Let's take down as many of them as possible, and with me as possible. Especially getting rid of those chariots. Those chariots are massively annoying.
True warriors. Show no fear. Gosh, none. Don't hold back.
So annoying. Again, I'm glad Achilles isn't actually being attacked here. Isn't the one who's going to get killed here. Because I need him, him for the footage.
Strike hard. Attack.
Pharaoh Dynasties, indeed. I am indeed one of the, like, 16 players who still consistently plays this game.
Victory is assured. For the sea gods.
I definitely want to get rid of these get rid of their marksmen.
Combat ready. Attack.
The idea is to get rid of entire sections of their armies, so that a big part of their strategy is neutered later.
Spears.
Sons of Achilles!
Spears. Destroy the foe.
Yeah, I'm one of the few people who's really interested in the Bronze Age, because the Bronze Age is unique because despite the fact that they looked so primitive and they didn't have much translatable writing, the entire Bronze Age was based on a very complex web of trade. Of trade and specialization, because you know you need trade in order to build bronze, because bronze is based on a combination of of copper and tin. And ultimately, the Bronze Age collapsed, which, by the way, wasn't actually a huge collapse. I believe it only dealt with Eastern Mediterranean, meaning the Hittite Empire, a big part of Canaan, and the Mycenaean and the Mycenaean or Achaean culture. Those were the ones that collapsed. Egypt survived, and Mesopotamia was honestly untouched. It was fine.
Companion of Ares.
But ultimately, specialization is really dangerous, because when one group of specialists is removed, it means it's taken out of the picture. Suddenly, the rest of the world has to be specialized or get screwed.
No mercy.
And we're dead. Okay, yeah, that was stupid. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rethink my strategy here. This is a tiny island where they can quickly get reinforcements. I'm gonna have to build like a huge army too. A huge landing force. Definitely, I know that they're going to spam chariots, so I'm going to see if I can build a decent number of runners, meaning javelineers. Wait, am I still alive here? No, I think that's Achilles. That's Achilles in the Oh, there's the last Athenian army. Yeah, I just conquered Athens as Achilles. Yeah, I need this. I need the movement buff.
Not a chance.
Okay, let's do this. Whoosh. Apis.
Companion of Ares. I live for battle. I rely on your strength.
Okay, they have a very...
I'll make my mark.
Okay, let's get some... Let's just get a load of... hillmen.
I seek fighting men.
No, not that. Let's get a load of spearmen.
I shall bind you into an army.
And then let's get some... What can this guy do?
Fighting for Ares. Forging war.
Yeah, I'm getting
Achilles
out.
the
I'm
champion.
getting out of here.
Hurry it up.
Let's change this guy's title, and let's...
Life goes on. Good enough. I need vigilance and skill. A lot of work ahead. Always with honor.
All right. So, for context, Michaela, we are actually playing as a minor faction. We are playing as Aeolia, specifically Achilles. The faction of Achilles. Because I want to get footage for a future short video on this figure, this actual real Bronze Age figure named Piamaradu, who may have inspired the real life Achilles because he ravaged Western Anatolia.
Favored by Athena.
I cannot do that.
All right.
Son of a goddess and a king.
War makes the man.
I am a legend. Acknowledged.
I need more bronze. Let's see if I can get a. Let's see if I
Let's
can
talk
get
things
a
over while we
long-term
can.
barter agreement going. What do these guys need? They need wood. I can give you some big wood. Can you give me? Yeah, probably not. How about? Okay, maybe not that much bronze. Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
I will.
Oh, for that matter, how about a diplomatic marriage? No good? Alright. Yeah, let's get some marriages. Let's get my commander some ladies.
There might be some profit to be had.
Yeah, so, kind of like in the, what was the play called again? I forgot. Telagony again, I think. Yeah, so there's sort of a sequel to the Odyssey where Odysseus dies and his wife Penelope actually marries the son of, what's her name? Marries her stepson, the son of him and Circe. So yeah, Odysseus died somehow. So
I live for
Should
be interesting, if nothing else.
okay, for some reason, I don't think this is actually the real Helen, as in, what's his name? I don't think this is Helen in the same sense as, not Orestes, as Menelaus's his wife Helen. This is a different Helen, I think. Just, okay. Protoen, or I guess not.
Born for war. We can both behave like
Okay, maybe later.
Victory beckons. Unchallenged in battle.
Beyond compare.
Let's get some. I'm too poor for chariots. Let's get some more.
This will happen.
How many?
I overcome all. I lead with
I'm basically trying to stack as many peasants as I can. at this point.
That's beyond me.
You stand with me now. I seek warriors with heart, strong and sound of mind.
Fighting for Ares. Move it, men. On the move. I live for battle.
Yeah, not much else to do here. I need bronze badly. Okay, so what else is going on? But I was I was saying, the Bronze Age was based on a very complex system of trade and trade and specialization, and I'm going to talk about the modern world for a while. I think I think the collapse in the damages of specialization, the collapse of international trade is actually what we're seeing now. I mean, you see what's going on with gas prices. The global order that we enjoyed
Undaunted.
in what is it in the 1990s is unraveling. Unraveling, which means we're obviously not going to collapse. Humanity's pretty resilient right now. The time when people really collapse is when people get off their lazy asses and start raiding and pillaging, start going around start going around stealing stuff, breaking things. Aims to steal supplies because they can't feed themselves. And I'm talking about the sea peoples, of course. Well, we're probably not going to get to that point, but I hope.
I'll have to refuse.
Still, that's why I'm really fascinated with the Bronze Age.
That will never work.
Let's see.
Serve with honor. I'll break the enemy.
Let's get some more. Let's get some
I
spearmen.
seek fighting men.
Replenishment after sacking
For
and raging an
glory.
outpost. Huh, that's awesome. Oh shit, what happened to my freaking... What happened to civilization?
My reputation endures.
Let's try this again.
I will not.
Okay, so we definitely cannot... this is so annoying because... How do I get over here?
Legendary prowess.
Is there anywhere I can land other than this place?
Raise anchors.
Yeah, I need bronze, so...
A giant among men.
With Athena's blessing. I've got what it...
Who is
For duty.
short on stone?
In Ares, enemies beware.
Okay.
This is likely to be a waste of time.
No, guess not.
All right, I will listen.
Oh, nice.
Consider it done.
Okay. Alright, so I'm probably gonna stream for another, I don't know, another hour or so. These guys are just constantly shrinking. This army is just constantly shrinking as they desert. I should be able to deal with these guys pretty soon.
My might only grows.
Not a chance. I cannot do that.
Achilles the champion.
Okay.
That's beyond me.
Let's
Son
get
of
right
a
to the
goddess and
chase.
a king. Turn the ground red.
Siege battle. Nobody likes siege battles. Nobody likes settlement battles. What do you know? Show must go on.
That works.
Okay, so
Let's show them how it's done. Masters of war! Swords! At your command. I fought worse.
alright, so
Combat ready!
let's get some phalanxes ready. See if we can get them to waste their ammo.
Death from afar! Clubs! If they're smart, they'll start running!
Let's see.
Let's get to it.
Here they
orders.
come. I said, here they come. Are they coming? Reinforcements, you know? I can wait. Heavy shock spears, ish.
Make me proud!
Mows, at your command! Forward we go!
The sea unites us!
Jin.
Hungry for glory!
Bring it on.
Face the fury! Hades will be busy today! Moving up! Onward, warriors!
Oh. Wait, who are they going to target? Yeah, the AI, the AI, I feel like the AI of marksman in this game is actually surprisingly good. Because it always targets either your commanders or it targets the your unshielded unshielded units. I mean, it seems fairly simple, but you know, I feel like previous games actually always somehow neglected this.
Slingers, fire!
In good order! Fight for glory! Sons of Achilles! Bows ready! To glory! As you say, it's like coming home! On our way! Swords! Onward, warriors! March onwards! Clubs!
Alright, I guess I'll send my clubmen north or east.
Awaiting orders! Swords! Strike hard! Double time! Let's see blood!
What happens if I move these guys in this direction?
Your
Wait,
hidden units stand
these guys
revealed.
were the only things that were blocking my... that were somehow blocking them? That is one hell of a
For the
glitch.
sea gods!
Clubs! Onward, warriors!
Making it happen! Don't hold back! Let's see blood!
Your general is under attack.
Head out!
Inamard.
I hear you! Here we go!
Trained and ready! Attack! Onward! Let's see blood!
Move it!
One of your units has depleted their ammunition.
Of course!
Spears!
Let's see blood! Foes beware! Ready to serve! Attack!
Move!
Your warriors are wavering.
Foes beware!
Destroy the foe!
Trained and ready!
To war! Show me blood!
Okay, yeah, this is in the bag. I think.
Combat ready!
Just no cell phones, no internet, just people living in the moment.
Your warriors have been routed.
Advance!
We've heard them! Wreak havoc! Wipe them out! Go at them!
March on!
At your command! Arrows ready!
Get in there.
Attack!
Your
Wave
warriors are
storm!
wavering.
Massacre them! To battle!
Darken the sky!
Meteor Maker! Move forward!
Wipe them out!
Defeat is looming!
Slings! Masters of war!
By the gods, your warriors are rallying.
I'll strangle you!
To war!
Masters of war!
Spears!
Alright, let's start capturing the points.
Making it happen! Forward march! They're running! No mercy! Ready to serve! On the move!
Swords! Understood!
The enemy general has perished.
Proceeding!
Spill their guts! End them! Attack!
Do you know who you're fighting?
No mercy! Achilles is a fool! Wipe them out!
Sorry.
Winds!
By the
want to
gods,
say that
your
again?
warriors are rallying.
Got and got them!
Advance, men! Awaiting orders! For glory! Slay them!
Ready to serve! Run faster, you cowards!
One of
Let's
your
do
units
this.
has depleted their ammunition.
Forward! Head out! Destroy them! Advance!
Slingers ready!
Forward we go!
Victory is within your
And
grasp.
that is a win.
The enemy has lost a victory point.
As it should be. Take it over.
Arena,
My might
Apollo,
only
Aphrodite. Oh yeah, right. These are like the Trojan these are the Trojan deities.
Achilles the champion.
Not a chance.
Companion of Ares! I
Yeah,
offer
let's get-
honey
let's
and
hop
oil
on.
for your favor. We endure.
I'm gonna
Strong
go for it.
and sound of mind. And that's how it's done. Let's free them. Eager for action. For glory! On our way!
Okay, so what is this again? Pylos?
With Athena's blessing.
Who are the Curetes? I need to conquer an area that produces bronze. What are these guys again? Curetes. Oh, besieged. Where else produces bronze? Myrina. Italia. Wait, these are the guys who I was actually at war with.
Whatever you propose, I'm interested.
Oh, I can actually turn Ajax into a vassal. All right. Captain Diomedes. You have Captain Diomedes. Procrustes, the stretcher. Can I have some bronze? I guess not. Can I have some gold? Some stone? How about wood? Can I have some wood? And some food? Alright. Now I'm at war with Troy. Perfect.
Beyond compare. Legendary prowess.
We will go down in history. It will be epic. Awaiting
Okay,
orders.
let's... If they come with you with a giant and a wooden horse for a gift, just set it on fire. I don't think they'd come at me with a wooden horse. Horse. Maybe a golden apple, a giant golden apple, though. Let's see.
I seek fighting men. You stand with me now.
I am a legend.
Okay. Let's get ourselves a... Wait, Pharsalis. What does that produce again? Food, right? I do need more wood. So, yeah. Okay. I wonder if there's anyone else I can make into a vassal.
Always with honor. Should be interesting, if not.
Wait. Wait!
Ajax the Great.
Wait a minute! I made a mistake! I didn't read the fine print. I'm a vassal of Ajax now. Okay, that's pretty funny. I gotta admit, that is actually pretty funny. I thought I was making him a vassal, but no, I am a vassal now. Ajax the Great. I know he'll clean up the battlefield. Uno re vassal card. Okay, that is a good one. You know what? I'm not mad. I already took Path of the Marauders, so I am Marauder. So I'm not really here to play politics. I'm just here to go around, doing some damage. Sure, you can have some rocks.
Duty first.
Meanwhile,
As Athena wills it, I'll listen.
That is my dog.
Always with honor.
Let's replace him with... Why do I have so little... What? Why do I have so little replenishment?
Hero material.
So...
The
replenishment...
world needs my strength. I'll make my mark. Armed and ready. Forward march.
How much more time do I have? 5 turns.
I live for battle. I lead with courage. I seek warriors with heart.
Ready for anything. For glory! My reputation endures.
Okay, that's a good one. Uno Revassal card. I'm gonna have to use that sometime. I love their enthusiasm. Let's see.
Noble
Okay,
and
one more
divine.
turn for replenishing. After that, I'm gonna go. Well, I'm gonna go wreck these guys.
I love a challenge. Serve with honor.
Let's see. Let's get some more slingers.
I shall bind you into an army.
Maybe one more.
I rely on your strength. Undaunted. You are my chosen. Strong and sound of mind.
Eritrea.
Achilles the champion.
I need some gold. Ah. Let's see.
Epic warrior. This should be a good discussion.
$50, and how much gold can I have? Can I have?
Just
This
as you
seems like a
say.
good deal. Okay, so the real Pyamararu who might have inspired Achilles, actually was defeated by the Hittite king, but he escaped. He escaped by ship to Greece, to Achaia. This seems like a reasonable deal. So basically, I am buying their Cagliari, basically paying an enormous bride price. I don't know, the things you will do for love, a Greek man will do for love.
I can't wait.
Wait. Huh? He's attacking Ajax. Oh, you know that makes things very simple. I was planning to go and mess these guys up anyways. That makes things very simple.
Hungry for action. Make way! Oarsman, pull! That would be foolish.
All right.
That will never work.
Let's see if you can give me a good fight.
Son of a goddess and a king.
And
I'll
let's
break
see if
the
you
enemy.
guys can give me a good fight too.
Kill the lot! Off we go.
Oh, these guys have a big...
I'll win, or die trying.
These guys have a big garrison.
Make me proud.
Imports and exports.
We may as well talk. Acknowledged.
I like where this is going. All right. So this is probably, I don't know, this is kind of shit battle. What is this army comp? Alright, let's corner camp. Good old-fashioned corner camping.
Let's show them how it's done.
Some young steers over here.
They look angry.
Achaean runners.
Swords!
And big
Beware.
the
We'll be busy
Greek
today.
History Club,
Bring it on!
the Bronze Club,
Clubs. Yes.
Swords! Onward, warriors!
All good! Head out!
let's see,
Steel yourselves for battle, men!
To war!
and here they come.
Your hidden units stand revealed.
Wipe them out! Not a problem. Fine.
I see trouble ahead. Enemy sighted.
There they are! Sons of Achilles! Spears!
I see trouble ahead. Enemy sighted.
Go at them! There they are!
Clubs.
Combat ready!
Ready for action.
Ready to serve!
Your warriors are wavering.
So far, so good.
Attack!
To war. Forward. Clubs.
Withdraw! Massacre them! For the sea gods! Spears! Foes beware!
End them.
Advance, men.
Destroy the foe!
Destroy the foes.
Masters of war! Wreak havoc!
Greek havoc.
Strike hard!
Advance. Get going.
Wipe them out.
Strike hard!
Combat ready. Clubs.
Take them out!
To battle. Here we go.
Let's see blood. Pull yourselves together.
By the gods, your warriors are rallying.
All
Meet your
right.
maker.
The men are fleeing battle! No mercy!
Show me blood. Spears.
I'm not staying.
All right, this is in the bag.
Victory is within your grasp.
Cut and gut them! Hungry for glory!
The enemy general has perished.
All right.
My might only grows.
You know, whenever I think of Achilles, it's just funny because there's a name and there's an Indian name that sounds very similar to it, Achilles. I mean, some Indian or South Asian names are actually derived from Greek. For example, the name Sikandar is derived from Alexander.
Not really an option.
Achilles the champion. Bring their deaths.
Alright, let's just deal with this quickly.
Attack!
Get the
All right, I will listen.
Oh, guess not. Who can give me bronze?
Supreme enemies beware. No harm in talking.
Let's see.
I'm pleased with that. Companion of Ares! Bring their deaths! Make me proud. Don't stop now!
Royal decree. So like I said, probably 30 more minutes. I'm not going through that again. I'm sorry. First, let's get some. Let me just. I do not feel like fighting another slinger unit, so... Ugh.
Masters of war!
Okay.
I expect legendary deeds. Without question. Clubs.
All right, here they come. Get him, boys.
Let's do this! Move up!
Your hidden units stand revealed.
Onward! Armed and ready! Clubs!
Ooh, that looks painful.
Death from afar!
Let's just walk them back a bit.
Onward!
All right, that's right. Charge into the wall of spears.
Move up! Their slingers have us in range! Trained and ready!
Your general is under attack.
Forward we go! The men are fleeing battle!
Ready to serve! Wipe them out!
That's still more of them.
On the move! Of course!
Combat ready! Onward!
Strike hard! Just watch me!
The enemy general has perished.
That's right.
Trained for war! Slaughter them! Yes,
All
I
right,
can!
that's them taken care of.
On the move!
The music is so interesting. It's like a mix of like
Your warriors are
fantasy
waiting.
and it's like a mix of fantasy and like modern synths. They really thought this game was going to be so good, so popular. Creative Assembly, Creative Assembly, what's its name? Sophia. They, it's really sad. This is a pretty decent game, honestly. I'm having fun with it, but you know, some things are just not meant to be. I wonder what Creative Assembly Sophia's next game will be.
In good order! Withdraw! Go all out! Slingshots!
Your warriors have been routed.
Attack!
Alright, let's give this
This
general
is
a
going
piece of
to
our
get
mind.
nasty. Don't hold back! The men are fleeing battle! Go at them!
Awaiting orders.
By the gods,
And
your
that's the
warriors
game.
are rallying.
Kill them! Don't hold back! Spears! At your command!
Oh, this unit, this small reinforcing army just got cleaned up.
My reputation grows.
Alright, getting rid of this outpost.
Achilles the champion. Retreat! Do not anger me. I always win. Our rightful reward, their just deserts.
Alright, entire
This
province.
is what a legend looks like.
I need stone, I need rocks. So where do I get rocks?
Lord of Salamis.
Will you give me rocks?
This should be a good discussion.
You will indeed. Alright, I will give you shiny red stuff.
Good.
Oh wait, I need shiny yellow stuff too. Who has a lot of shiny yellow stuff?
In Ares' name.
Oh, you
So,
have a lot of
my
shiny
brother
yellow
in
stuff
arms,
too. Alright,
tell me how I can
have
help.
50 of those shiny yellow things. There we go. I need more. More shiny yellow things, please.
Your offer is well timed.
120. 800. 400. Actually, you know what? Let's just give them all of it.
Good.
Alright, Achilles.
Achilles the champion.
And Auchilles.
Kill the lot. Massacre them.
Good still vies with evil. And that's how it's done. Off we go. Companion of Ares.
Oh, on the last turn.
Don't hold back.
Cadmean victory. I don't really have time for a full settlement battle.
Victory tastes sweet. Occupy this place. I'll break the enemy.
Alright, lots of shiny red stuff. Heavy ropes. Not sure what that is. See. Alright, I'm good with that. Unassigned skill points.
We
Apis.
endure.
Organize festivities. Let's... Royal Gardens, no. Redouble farming efforts. Get that bread. More
Ajax.
rock.
This should be a good discussion.
You know, this seems like a good place to end. Thank you, Michaela Enjoyer. Thank you, Elf. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you guys all so much. You have made history because you have made history in my life. So thank you for coming, and expect more to come.